money. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. Then say them go build the bridge, the part they fly boku. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. Then say corruption go down, you not then corrupt. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. Then be say youth them go smile, look where youth them they cry. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. Me have to tell them the story, story. We make Salomon. They know they walk now the country ben. Tribalism don't put we go behind. They know they walk then they talk say they spend. Them go camel go run after them. For we country money. And it's how we them go one by one we go friend them. For we country money. And it's how we them go one by one we go friend them. Country banana the country dry. Country tanga it at your smile. Then they put whip and cry. See right now we walk they say them walk alive. They say them thief money. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. Then say them go build the bridge, the part they fly boku. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. Then say corruption go down, you not then corrupt. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. Then be say youth them go smile, look where youth them they cry. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. I pay the people and don't tire with the system, tire with the way then they lie. Where they want make them host and they married with Salon money then they use buy. Where they want buy their speedboats and them Salon money then they use buy. Where they tell them the truth and they vex. Now radio and TV they deny. Una want them move for the bambai. Want them more. Una want them move for the bambai. We tired with the rotten system. Tired with the way then they walk. We don't tire. Tired with them but cool lie. Tired with the way then they walk. We don't tire. What another in the country? We don't tire. And sound of the give fire. We don't tire. We better them empty. We don't tire. What another in the country? We don't tire. Hey. They say them walk alive. They say them thief money. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. Then say them go build the bridge, the part they fly boku. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. Then say corruption go down, you not then corrupt. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. Then be say youth them go smile, look where youth them they cry. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. Now then they shoot, then they loot, then they take, then all they put. Regionalists, them sit on them youth. Like a spice of it, tell them the truth. How long for this? How long for that? How long for the thief with money and go? You know me say because of we born pampo, that's me say we for die pampo. We economy is slow, country no they grow. Oh no, Ebola lalio. And then they give we the like Tidokoti. And it's sorry then go. We stronger than the country. We better than empty. What not in the country? How we go survive? They say them walk alive. They say them thief money. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. They say them go build the bridge, the part they fly boku. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. They say corruption go down, you not then corrupt. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. Then be say youth them go smile, look where youth them they cry. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. Put on them. And it's how we go with the put on. And it's how we go with the put on. I for with the put on. I for with the put on. Then say the word way I talk. Pardon vex, the mommy don't tense. They say money not there, not the bank. Then don't take 10 out, then don't make friends. Now the audit report make we no say the white paper, now all nonsense. Then say na the part the rule, Kokuman say na the mommy. Then say na the part the rule, Kokuman say na the mommy. When me tell them the true raga man, them say me aye. When me tell them the true raga man, them say me aye. I saw them they go tell the pop in a room say we dey suffer, Mama Salome say.
kushe no na adu. We are don't come back today for come talk about things where they happen. Now we on sit here sun low. Now here we yo. Whoa. We left for do them bad things them. We they feel a more sun low. Now here we yo. Whoa. We are. And if we hurt you, we sorry. We no mean bad, oh, we just want to make me a go before. If we hurt you, we sorry. We no mean bad, oh, we just want to make me a go before. Fambo, Kushen, Kabo. Inside this we had all things they happen every other day, things then they will go on. If not to follow up and new thing them. If not to new thing then now still thing but something must happen. Well, plenty things don't happen today back home. Number one, you know say yesterday, wetin we been talk confirm now say one member or member them of parliament elect for the APC, they go na parliament. One don't go join Mohamed Bangura. Well, the Secretary General for the APC party don't react to that particular go day with a member of parliament, they go join Mohamed Bangura. One human rights activist, one human rights lawyer don't say in as much as government is therefore put things them in place for investigate the alleged attempted coup. But yet still they believe say the one day when they arrest, suppose forget the full human rights. When they investigate them, they not for forget say they forget the chance for see the lawyer them. Because according to them, they don't begin refuse them not for see the lawyer them. Well, the human rights as we they understand say they don't hand over yeti to Salon government as the IGP, Inspector General of Police say, well, one human rights, the chairman for the Human Rights Commission in Liberia say that's not supposed to happen because Liberia and Salon not get that kind of agreement there. He make reference to Henry Costa where in one case in Cameroon Salon airport outside the Liberia government been say then for return them back, but the Salon government not be agree and the left arm will make it continue for go na America. Well, all of this day for inside the program today. My name is Nastemepe, the freedom fighter. Okay, why I for continuing and not talk about something different? You see on the screen 85,162. Thank you very much. Thank you, we appreciate you now all. But we still get a long way for go. We still talk about 15,000 more for go. For we reach we 100,000. And this now August, September, October, we for don't reach 100,000. Well, if you not reach, it means say we not appreciate the thing what they do. Help we be the ambassador, share the program, share the link, and tell somebody why you need for subscribe to this channel. Tell them the benefits where you get. Well, you know say we don't choose for stamp or cover the gap where we don't pay, as most of them are alleged for the traditional media, radio and television. Well, we make sure say we bring some of the things that we discuss and we add one or two things them on top there for make the look get the kind of understanding and taste where it's supposed to get. So, if that be the case, explain to somebody why you need for subscribe. If you they watch me right now Facebook, but you not subscribe to our YouTube channel, but you still they follow me consistently, please left Facebook now, come over to YouTube, press the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell if you want. You can go back to Facebook, also you will feel comfortable, but support me, follow we reach 100,000. Guinea, Liberia, Ghana, Senegal, Nigeria not for top. Most of the African countries them don't get 100,000 but we still they suffer, and as a whole country we never for reach that date. And I know say you will make low reach that day despite the thing where we discuss, because I know say not all man go let go to the discuss, but yes still then they follow me. And I know somebody where every day they attack me na me WhatsApp every day. I dey say but I just ignore. Every day they attack me na me WhatsApp and I no go block her. But even when they attack we, say we na this, we na that, but every day they watch me. Every day. It's time for say this na in religion now. na in church or mosque, every day, they watch we. And not they miss one program. They watch we in the morning, they watch we evening. But they know they support we. They not let go to the talk, but they watch we. Then every day they attack me. Well, I want to appeal to a person like you. Please, I they encourage or entertain the kind of things that they send to me. And they accept them as you send them to me. So whatever thing we put there, accept it as we put them. Subscribe to the channel. Because you don't watch me. Subscribe to the channel and help me follow we grow. Because one way or the other, you send things to me, and they accommodate them, and then maybe bring out your information, you don't like them, and you tell me what for that. But yet still you watch. So please subscribe to the channel, okay? Alright, so we'll go on with the program now. And if you join me again, don't forget for like and share the program. We'll start with one of the things where don't they become problem. And this video comes out from AYV News. Let me watch this video. I went and do and I form of a short report as for tell people them about the recent pandemic, as we will call them, when a kush, where don't they make a lot of young people them not to be fruitful. Well, they wonder where they in charge of drugs, anti-drugs unit. They say they don't ready for Timothy against this. Well, another community themselves, where now the Kisi community, they don't team up and then they beat people them right now. When they find out they do kush business. You can't talk about that later. But for now, let me listen or watch this video quick. We'll come back just now. This one is from AYV.
So this is just now. The time now 7:15 after 7 at GDO.
This is the grafting community, and I'm currently at the GDO field. And as you sing, this is the bench that you're seeing currently on social media, where a young boy was sitting to have a smoke. But according to allegation, they said he was smoking kush and he fell dead. But we're here to talk to the community people for them to express what they think about drug abuse and how or what they want from the government in order to combat drug abuse.
Really, drug business at this area is on a rampage. We get different youth man right now that all lost their focus just because of drugs. Some man they get so full, some man they get swell food and all that. Some they even don't lost their insanity because they smoke too much of drugs. Even yesterday, one week colleague canceled on he overdrugs himself and he died. Slowly he just died. So we plead to the government, at least let hospital they did not every center as them. Because right now the area is them full of bobo the way they smoke push, thief.
Because you are a young man, then I believe say the thing for down at the country. But advice you want the way they counter maybe cut off for now. I dey see the man in the north. But I never see a kid, but I dey see the man in the north.
Sierra Leone we need to implement something, not to all my call for book, at least from the free I the way they work, the sport them don't like. If the government spend money for every sector of sports, young man and they we believe the chance go there for all we get, which we believe so we get. But as it is right now, not easy for we Sierra Leone because the only stuff how they get love, we the one that when they work now they get so. But also we all body cannot get so we smoke kush. But kush don't can give bad reputation to all the smoke man. But really, my government intervene.
This kush here definitely the damage not so only to today or today generation, but the future generation as well. If government not take the necessary measure as government, and then now then get the burden of whatsoever people then what I left for government na in day for the us. But if they sit down there, they make a blind eye or they make like they never see the dangers or the impact of this crucial. If it they don't increase crime rates.
Speaking about the severity of the issue, Ibrahim Kagbo, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency's public relations person, highlighted the devastating consequences of kush usage on the country's youth. Kush is killing young people in Sierra Leone and we cannot stand idly by, Kagbo expressed. Our primary responsibility is to safeguard the well-being of our citizens.
Well, we have the responsibility or the mandate as a law for us to prevent and control the use of narcotics. We mean hard drugs when we talk about narcotics here. I mean substances that are prohibited by law for people not to use them. We have that basic mandate or basic responsibility as an agency. And also, we have the responsibility to raise awareness, to sensitize the general public on the harmful effects of these substances. And from what we have is that young people are more into drugs than you think of adults, those that are maybe 50 and above. Yeah, but young people. That is why I said in that age bracket, 15 to 9 are the ones that are mostly affected by the use of these substances now. And just for 2023, what we have now, that is from January to May for this year, we have 32 cases that are now in both the magistrate and then the high courts for trial again. And these again, young people are mostly the ones that are involved, the ones that are arrested and are before the courts of law.
In addition to law enforcement action, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency recognizes the importance of preventing efforts and education, community outreach programs, including workshops, seminars, and awareness campaigns, will be conducted to educate the public about the dangers of drug abuse and its long-term consequences. That rejects the use of illegal substance. The agency aims to create a safer and healthier environment for all Sierra Leoneans. Christopher Kirun, AYV News, Freetown.
Well, interesting, because you see a lot of young people are now in this particular thing when a kush. And unfortunately, me not able for sabotage the kush, and I don't see it yet. But I wish I for don't sabi and let me self investigate how the kush like if it will take me very well or not. But unfortunately, the way how this thing don't take young people and now is sad. It's sad, And the worst there about for can because we don't see again it appear now because then things there so we begin in other parts of Africa country then, and we don't find out the other one don't can we even worse past this, So this not just warning. Another worse past this, as Zimbabwe then get or Uganda, Uganda they get a young where they make the people and they tell like zombie. Then they tell like zombie. A zombie where they get that way out in the waka this kind of way, and then it's just too fearful. It's just too fearful the way how we see them things that they happen. So imagine if that kind of thing they appear back inside the country, because I know the people them as well where they come with the kush, they go for all sorts of things them where they will give with young people them for let them continue for be very very much unproductive. But not until we the young people them know what we are up to, we're not able to come out of them trap they are. When I like this, where some people every day they go tell we say, the one they way colonize we, or the one they way now the former waiting them, then still, the type for enslavement. Now the same thing with the politicians then. The politicians they always they look for ways for the majority of the population not able for hold them to account. The majority of the population not able for understand what them to go after. Interestingly, this morning I learned new thing. We find a confirmer. Because for a long time, I've been done the tell una say most of the politicians the way the NACCHES say, then they go in a parliament or then they go inside politics for help the country or for the constitution a lie. Now their own personal interest. I've been not even bring for an example say the minister of health, for example, if they work in America, but let's say you work $10,000 for month. And interestingly, then country there, the way how you salary day, now so you they get host here where you pay. Starting host and day, then you they get before you go rent the host, you they count your salary, almost you the earn. All the other things then they, yeah, they don't watch all things. So now based on that, they give you host. Then go tell you some host that the way you go for. Then go tell you say the salary where you earn it past this not for your level. Go for the other side. You see, so they know exactly what thing I decide to say. Most of the people when they work overseas, it don't matter how much salary they get. They pay them 100,000 for the month. The life where they put them to, because then country they are all this one, then they make sure say how you get the money, now so you tax back the bump. How you the earn, now so you tax the bump. And not to just you tax, that you rent and other things them. Now so then they increase. If not lie, you know just watch all around. You know where they na the diaspora, know exactly what they talk about. But this morning, we have been listening to Sirajin Urolis Kamara, when a former member of parliament for the APC. It make am categorically clear say most of the politicians them when they go into politics, not they go there for the constitution or for the country, but now for better themselves, and that is just the natural truth. Now just the truth, Danny. Nothing but the truth. So that just confirm exactly what I can tell you now. Like for example, if you don't work in the Western world and your salary like now $1,200, yeah, dollars or euro, then you get, for example, some houses then they where you were able for rent for meet your salary. But if you dey work 10,000, now that time you begin see mortgage you carry away, and that time they begin see private house then they carry away, and you know they able to get access to it and call council host them or other host them, as most of una know about them, yeah, or most of una there small. You understand what I tell you? You know they get access to that one day. The more you earn, the bigger the problem and the bigger the taxes. So this man just don't confirm whether na diaspora you do, you dey fight for your party, now for let you come and eat with country money. Whether na the country you do, you dey fight for going to politics, now for let you say go get into the national cake. It's just simple. It's just simple. So, but we as the voters, we no do understand all of this. All we we concerned about when election time come, then pull 5,000 and give it. That politician don't budget. He don't make a budget. And interestingly, he don't make it again very clear. Say most of them don't spend a lot of money during the campaign. And it's about time for let themselves go for the national cake and then party one for old them. In one of the person where escort Honorable Alfred Thompson for go na parliament yesterday. It make it very clear that. And if most of them don't spend, and that's why I ask. And interestingly, it talks some other things then where I will come to the issue them. But I just to tell you, say, most of the politicians them always want for do things them where go they in their interest. If they don't spend 100 million, like for some, say one of the women them where we, they spend, and every day they spend, don't spend more than 100 million in the spend. How we forget that money back? Now only way you go to parliament going forget them. How? They get to the salary, they get to the constituency development fund, and they get to the label program them, where they send them, by per diem and other things them. Because you get for label for you get what you want. If not, they be part of the cabal. So it get for go to parliament and go get within it on losses. So all of that money we don't spend, it pull out one great term inside your constituency development fund. They can give them, for example, I think it was 130 something million, or I don't quite remember almost million again the last time. So they all. So that money they go to them. So if they give them 30 something or 40 or 50 million, 10 million and they use. Then the rest, then they owe them. Because they don't spend. Anybody they do business, politics na business. Going into politics like business, you put your aid money, and you want to make sure so your money come out, and then you get profit. Now, just that we see the happen right now inside the country. And all of that struggle, where have been done the struggle for explain to one alone and understand. Today we don't know. But what thing I can tell you now, sometimes a lot of people can vex. When some people they talk, sometimes not get interest for what the person is talking, then they listen again. I can always tell you, say, una listen to them and una listen very well. When una listen, una go hear things them, we go surprise una. And that exactly that. And that kind of patience I can get for listening to anybody. I listen to the both panelists them and I learn a lot of things them. Some of them are confirm. But it up to we now, for we know say the benefit of the country, then we earn. But most people will say, no, now the politician the other day. Yes, now we don't give them the opportunity. Now we don't make them feel like we're still a master. Because every time we clap as if we ate the noddy. We just clap, we don't even know what happen. Then take 99, then give me one, we begin clap for them. Unlucky. Anyway, we'll move again. This is a program we are on YouTube and on Facebook. This now we are on YouTube and on Facebook. My name is Sembepe, the Freedom Fighter. Please don't forget to like and share the program. Now we'll move and we'll go to another issue, quick one inside the program. We don't talk about the issue of this particular. We don't talk about the issue of this. This kush. But first, before ever we go to the issue of the APC, and we want for let we go and watch this particular video from Liberia, and this one are from Spoon TV, courtesy of LB Online TV. Yeah, So Spoon TV then do, an interview with the chairman for the Human Rights Commission na Liberia. Okay, so let me listen to what he say with regards to the issue of, Yete Yete. Unfortunately, this man, in yourself Liberia force, the Liberia police force, they lie to him because they don't hand over Yete Yete to the Salon government, and then they lie to him. So everybody, it's like the police forces them now Africa, the only ones they look be the same. Liberia, the policeman and they lie. Salon policeman and they lie. They all just this they can try for talk. Boss of same feather and they fly together. You don't every day they say it then we custody, But the Salon government don't come and tell me say it then we on custody. So who side this man dey? If Liberia say then I will custody, Salon say then I will custody. Who side Yete day? Now a very big question. But I will listen to this interview, very much important for let me understand what I tell for talk about. We come back just now from Spoon TV, courtesy of LB Online TV.
I visited the police station on Friday. I didn't see him, but I was told that he's there. He was there in a cell. I didn't see him, to be frank, but confidentially I was informed that he's still there under the custody of the police. Now, what is interesting here is that the Human Rights Commission is an institution, it's a national institution, widely respected and known, and has the mandate to monitor human rights situation in Liberia. And the act says that we should advise the government. We should advise the government on the issue of human rights violation or protection of human rights. Now, what is happening is that we got information that Toure was arrested and he's being charged with treason. And the Sierra Leone government requested our government to extradite him. But we advised the government not to send him back because under Section 8.3 of the Criminal Procedure Law of Liberia, there must be extradition agreement between the two countries. Liberia and Sierra Leone do not have this agreement. So because of that, he cannot be sent back. Secondly, the charge is highly political. So how sure are we that if he goes back, he will be given justice? Now, if we can remember, because of this not having, extradition treaty agreement between Sierra Leone and Liberia, well, Henry Costa was disturbing the society. He was indicted by the government, and he escaped and went to Freetown. But because we don't have the agreement, so the Freetown government refused to send him back to us, and they allow him to go to America. Now, what we are saying is that it is our responsibility to advise the government because the accused has a right to be protected. And the Human Rights Commission here is advising the government not to send him back. He should be protected here. Now, even before he's sent back, or before he was be sent back, there must be due process of law. Through the Magisterial Court, they call that extradition proceeding. There must be a court proceeding. They can't just pick it and carry it, no. And after that, if he's not certified, take him to the Supreme Court. So this is our concern. Under the law, international convention, Geneva Convention, under our law, he's not supposed to go. He should remain here. If the Sierra Leone government have problem with him, they should send, evidence here so that you'll be tried here. Simple as it is. This is our advice to the government.
So, Councillor Brown, we've also gotten information that Mr. Toure was sent back to Sierra Leone Nicodemusly last night around 9:30 thereabout, according to sources from within. They've said, though we've not confirmed this information, that about 6 pickups, Sierra Leone military pickups, were at the central office of the Liberian National Police and took delivery of him last night. Now, my question to you is, you said you have not seen him. But since yesterday to today, again from your sources, can you confirm whether or not Mr. Toure is still here in Liberia?
Yeah, the reason why I believe that he's still here, I just visited the criminal court A, and there is a petition that is being filed by the county attorney, to subpoena the court law for GSM to make sure before any proceeding goes on, they cannot send this man in and out of the due process. It can't work.
All right, so this is not the situation. The chairman for the Human Rights Commission and Liberia are very much confident that Yete still there with the police in Liberia because now waiting and tell them. That's why I say believe in the police then. But unfortunately, the journalists then they say the transporter Nicodemously, that is to say they like way they disguise them. They put an one kind way it be for say they condom them very very well, and nobody know for able for see them. We just get information. All right, so and as all this the Salon police don't confirm say it don't dey in custody. So like Liberia, like Salon, I want mama born them. The policeman, they all they lie, they're all deceitful, they're all dishonest. Nobody know the way go tell you truth. And then if you come now to the Salon path, and then you ask a question about who done are them people here, when they talk about 17, 18, 19 people them, where they don't arrest and then are the custody, who done are them people here? Not until the public know who done are them people here, they come out to the names them, but the police not ready for pull the names them. And they say, we know one for jeopardize, we know one for this, the investigation, but they will never tell you anything. But again, when the social media take up them things there and begin give their own information, they say false information. Okay, if not false information, why you not clear information? This is not the situation where they face right now with regards this particular thing. Well, as all this they be, as this man don't talk say, as we understand say, this man they confirm say he did with them, but we don't know say, or we don't confirm say it don't dey na the Salon territory right now as we dey talk so, as the transport am late planet. Let me go now on 98.1 and listen to Augustine Soyisembe Mara, where he said been there and talk about the right of all the one them where they arrest right now as he na human rights lawyer, but get some serious concern about that. When they come back just now.
I think it's very important that the police come out to the public concerning the investigation. Kudos to them. But also I want to mention, say, the details way out to the public very sketchy now, very incomplete. But also you get to understand with people already investigate, they can't give all information because they look at evidence, they assess evidence. But also one other concern that whoever they investigate in this world, Alexef na the highest offense when at treason, you forget access to lawyer. I say this because one panel people were involved and family reach out to me. Take 2 days for see one party top military person. I know say I talked to the head of CID at some point. 2 days I know you see him. To this point. So I know say whilst the police and the army they conduct an investigation, the rights of them people then they're not dissolved. They're not lost their rights then while they investigate them. They forget access to the lawyers, they forget access to legal representation, if we're able to talk to the lawyers then. Right? One of the things that we can always credit institution at ACC, they go always ensure say before they take statements, then they even wait for a lawyer. Say, call a lawyer, we can even wait. We can even postpone statement taking. So somehow, somewhat, I mean, as as senior, relatively senior as I am, as a lawyer, don't try process here in a court. We then have been raised that concern. They say there was limited access to this certain individual in Liberia with Salome in the for extradite. Where I understand, say, even where the Human Rights Commission in Liberia being object to their extradition request by Sierra Leone, even when I think then they entertain the application for stop the extradition, already Liberia will not hand over this person to Salome. So all of them here put together again for make the point say when they investigate you not lost your rights, because at the end of the day ACP Kamara go agree with me, they can investigate you and say we not get evidence go now also.
Okay.
But if you not get access to a lawyer, you don't waste the person in time, so you don't starve them, so you not get and good side for sleep, not get good clothing, you can't release and now go now also time you don't seek mentally not that stable state of mind anymore. So that make it important under the constitution, then give right to everybody for any kind of crime we commit.
Okay.
You forget adequate access to legal representation. The constitution not just say legal representation, it say adequate. So then for give time for let you talk to your lawyer, for let you they wait for your lawyer, for talk to your lawyer, etc. etc. Right? So investigation where they do in secrecy, they offend the constitution.
Okay.
We not say waiting they allege really na high crime. Like I said, you know, me not in support of anybody way involved in any attempted coup or subversion. But until you get to that point where courts prove say this person involved in treason, attempted coup, that person they forget every right under the constitution.
Okay.
So that make the possible they don't extradite kind of salon, the one the way they now both civilians and security personnel, they should be given adequate access to legal representation. Nowadays we get legal aid. So if you not even able to pay lawyer, the police and the army for call legal aid and say we get some personnel or some civilian we're not able to afford lawyer. Can you please provide lawyers for them before begin interview them? Before begin talk to them, then forget the lawyers them seated.
Uncle Simara, continue for the with we name now.
Okay, so this now the issue will come up, you know, from this particular lawyer. But interestingly, if you listen fine one, so waiting, you know, the human rights chairperson for Liberia say, he say Salon and Liberia not get any agreement on extradition. That is to say, they not get any agreement for transfer one person from one region to or from one country to another because he commits crime. And it's very correct say, you don't know. Sometimes the reason because from what you see, it's highly political. You don't even know what they can take them for if they go find guilty or not. But in this case, if the government of Salon gets any other issue with the Liberia, with possibly inside Liberia, if we go and make in case, then try on Liberia and find guilty there. But in this case, he said they not be get any rights and then don't advise the government. But oh yeah, you know no more now. Liberia said that about for your election. And you know what thing that happen. Like Liberia, like Salona, I don't say that before. Now the same people no more. Now the same people them. So but even when they not get any agreement, because for example, I could remember and Yusuf could remember say one of Liberia activists where George Oponwia or the government of Liberia been feel say, you know, it disturbed them. You know, in terms of what they do in activism, you know, then chase them. And then a run from Liberia, take plane, see those plane can pass through Salon. The Salon government receive message from Liberia, then stop the person, put them down for some time, and then at the end of the day, they left them back for go because they don't get any agreement for send them back to Liberia. But in the case of this, we get Liberia, well, according to people, they say a lot of money don't be paid to the authorities them in Liberia, so they don't get any option but for send back yete. And a 6 truck so Jaman them now then go and take yete from Liberia to Sierra Leone. 9 o'clock they left Liberia on Monday. So this now the situation. And Augustine, so he said Maria as well, don't tell you about the right of the people here, but unfortunate because we know say the right of the people here now nothing we get for them and nothing more than that one day not get for happen. The program now we had on YouTube and on Facebook. You already watch right now on Facebook, please. Please come over. If you don't subscribe to our YouTube channel yet, come over to our YouTube channel and subscribe to we. For each 100,000 by October, we get 85,168. We just get 15 more thousand for each 100,000. What did this Google for mean? It means say we as a family, whether you did in 100% support of we or not, but you watch we every day. This award we get for make sure say now you get them because now you contribute for we get this particular thing. Because this will be the first time for Les Salon receive the silver medal from YouTube and not ever happen. And now we are to go first get down there. With your support, we're pretty sure about that one day. we self will make that particular record day. Alright, so as all these they can go now and watch, most of them have been done watch them yesterday briefly as we put them, but then we take a recap and then we listen to the APC Secretary General. First, what we do, they go and watch waiting Ibn Talek from the Parliament, where the second member of Parliament under the APC go and subscribe to oath of office. And after which we will get the reaction of the APC Secretary General, Lawyer Lance Dumbuya, where will tell we about waiting, then think about all of the actions they are. And AYV News, now they actually, interview and put this report together. When we come back just now, a long small, let me take with them and watch, especially the interview with the APC Secretary General. We'll come back just now.
Parliament from the main opposition, APC, shows up for oath taking.
And that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge the duty of a member of Parliament. So help me God.
Honorable Alfred Ayodele Thompson represents the Western Area Urban District, and like Honorable Mohamed Bangura, Honorable Thompson was given a resounding applause. And Speaker of Parliament assures him of protection while hoping that others will follow his step.
You've earned the respect of your colleagues in this House and mine as well, for your courage and fortitude. We hope there are many others like you who will soon follow your brilliant example. You have demonstrated beyond all doubt that you are faithful to the promise that you made to your constituents. And now today you fulfilled that promise to them. From now on, consider yourself to be under the protection of this House as you duly discharge your onerous responsibilities and duties as a member of Parliament.
The MP, in an interview, says he consulted with his constituents and made the right decision.
That bridge will cross that bridge. But I think I know what I have done today. It's been a long-term dream for myself. And my people, I went to my people, I asked my people what to do. I have mixed feelings between my people. Some said yes, some said no. And again, I chose to do the right thing by putting my country first.
While he shares his party's sentiment that the elections were rigged, he says they can't fight from outside.
Yes, I think the election was rigged, but I'm here to serve my country. I think if you don't come here and say, yes, the election is rigged, you're not doing the right thing. You have to come and say what is right and what is wrong. So I don't want to talk too much, get too much into that. I think they will handle that the way it has to be done. But you can't fight outside. You have to come and fight from inside.
When asked about signing a boycott petition, he says he was under duress.
What you did then, was it the right thing?
I was under duress.
Duress in what sense?
You know what duress means, looking at the dictionary. Duress, I was under duress. And when you're under duress, no contract is valid.
The move by the two APC MPs begs the question, is the party hierarchy losing control over its members? Joseph Johnson, AYV News, Freetown.
Well, many thanks to Joseph Johnson for the report today from Parliament. And that narrating be happening at Parliament yesterday. Another APC MP out of the 54 members of Parliament them don't join Honorable Mohamed Bangura when have been the only MP we did it. So we try to talk to the Secretary General of the main opposition, All People's Congress, Lawyer Lance Dumbuya. We're there on the phone now. Good morning, Mr. Dumbuya.
Yeah, good morning.
Okay, good. We get a better line now. So earlier we just played story Usai, Honorable Thompson, we now one of the elected APC MP them na the Western Area Urban, go to Parliament yesterday and take the oath. Waiting at the party in position on that?
The party in position on that, specifically we all know, you should know, the party not supposed to participate in the Parliament, not because we don't want to represent the people them we vote for. Now, because democracy has been stolen, the international community and national bodies and the entire world don't say this election, the tallying and everything was done in a very bogus manner and a very clandestine way, we not represent the real ambitions of the people. So, based on that, the party is saying, bring out the result by polling station, bring out the actual result. The result where everybody gets, not the result where you comment, don't know more, you go announce. That is not the result we want. The result where all the political parties then get. That is the result we want to be represented. And democracy is in a very critical state now. And each and every person of this country, in our way, they are the media, we the politicians, lawyers, doctors, each and every, even the grassroots people must be concerned about what is happening. And therefore, when people are going to parliament, the party is going to take a robust decision against them. But what people don't understand, then they feel to say, and this parliament, they are biting more than they can chew. The government is biting more than it can chew. The speaker is doing the same, forcing people to go to parliament when it is a political party that was voted, to parliament. They not put Mohamed Bangu in a ballot. They not put Alfred Thompson in a ballot. The people went out to vote for the symbol of the APC party. In the interim, if we decide for it was a favor them and put them at the top of the list so that they can go and represent us, then that would be a responsibility. Responsibly not means say you just for don't go to parliament when this kind of results shady. I mean, I don't understand any right sensible person when they think properly for democracy of this country by waiting to come up on this result and waiting the entire world say you member of parliament say they go against the wishes of the people. So we take disciplinary action, but what people don't know, because Mohamed Bangura and Alfred Thompson jumped and run go to parliament, now means that the APC party, a very responsible institution, go just make one maximum or themselves jump say, would they take this decision? We get the constitution. The constitution creates the disciplinary and grievance handling committee. That committee there, then get the right to look into the president, even if now we get the president, if they look into misconduct by the president, if they look to anything where the president go against, where the party now want to make it go against, ministers, if they look at ministers, then conduct, if they look at members of parliament, it's them and the constitution. So, the grievance and handling and grievance handling mechanism and discipline committee, they look into that. Mm-hmm. Then that was speak. Then therefore,
Honorable Thompson say he agree with the party position, say the elections were rigged, but in belief say you can't fight from outside. If we're going to parliament and fight for the party, as well he say he was under duress when he been signed the petition. You agree with him on that?
Voice why they hear you so? I don't know. I may be wrong. Now Samuel voice they hear you so.
This na Lamgana about the talk.
Oh, Lamgana, yes. Oh, yes, that's your, yes, the background. Okay, Lamgana, I have to tell you morning, it's been quite a while, it's a very long time, I've not had the opportunity. But let me say this to you. Nobody not force Alfred Thompson. Alfred Thompson willingly is signed for instance, nobody not put a gun on him. Nobody not tie him. Nobody not put a nest in his throat. Now, unless he owns the Kamna party office, he signed willingly. That is what an honorable person should do. If you backtrack and waiting you don't do, then I doubt whether you're really supposed to represent any political party in parliament. And also from fighting from inside and not outside. I think Thompson is not a politician. And, we just giving people the opportunity, and as a result, they think differently, and maybe they listen to wrong people and where they get wrong advice. Because the position where we don't take, where APC don't take, is the best position. We cannot go into a parliament that is not even legally constituted as per the vote that came, from the people there. if they revise and deal with the actual result, that parliament cannot be the parliament that is there. I can tell you that. Because we will have far more members than the one for dish out to. How can they dish out to us and sit in parliament? Simply because the Electoral Commission wants to announce a result that the entire world has rejected. And Mr. Thompson, Honorable Thompson and Mohamed Bangura want to accept that situation. They want them to dish them out to you because you're one of the favored people to be on top of the list, so you just jump into parliament like that. So we don't do that. And Lamrana, let me say this to you. You know, when I was in the studio, the journalists and this are the test, the test of Sierra Leone democracy. The way we will move forward. If we all sit on an radio station there, we're all lawyers, doctors, journalists, even members of parliament, we allow this thing to go down the drain. Then, you know, it will come a time when somebody will go on the station, beat you up and think it's the law. When there is the right process, if you get grievance against you, supposed to go complaining at police or waiting in court. You will get the man go to the station and beat you up. And that is what we are fighting for.
Lansana, let's get this clear. From post-election stage where we are at right now, we don't talk to individuals and institutions them, and the submissions for many of them now that engagements don't they go on behind the scenes for talk to una as a political party APC for able for bring una back on board with governance. How far is that negotiation? What una be the call for and what una still they ask for?
Oh.
Hello?
Lansana, you there? We?
Seems we've lost him on the line, but we go try for establish the call again with technical people and the try for work on them and for continue the conversation with the APC and waiting the Secretary General clearly saying that they still hold on to the position for the members of parliament and not for go and
negotiation. Hello, Lansana Dumboya, are you there?
I am here, yes.
Sorry, we lost you. Abi, they ask, say, we don't get engagement with series of organizations and individuals. We don't mention, say, behind the scenes, negotiations don't they go on with the APC. How far the negotiations then they don't go in terms of the demands they want to make? What's the current situation?
My sister, you see, first of all, before I answer your question, because I want to be honest, and for give justice to the question. You can give me a few of the institutions then.
Okay, so as recent as this week, we've been get Hawasamai, where they tell we say behind the scenes, the Peace Commission don't they do negotiations with APC, and some of the demands the way APC make have been met. It say the bottleneck now the resignation of Mohamed Kone and the other commissioners then at ECSL. So we just want for ascertain, you know, the institutions or individuals so now don't they get engagements with and how far the negotiations don't go.
My sister, sometimes it is very bad for people for the tell another kind statements than this. And this is all the more reason why we find them very difficult to meet with certain institutions there. And on Friday, we are meeting with some of these institutions, I got to tell you, because we've been getting Perrin funeral, editorial funeral, and myself been get personal, you know, where my own wife died, so I've been getting the funeral, all this there. So, but what should they say? The Peace Commission, they try for reach with. They don't reach with. They don't say they want to get a discussion with you. They don't get any discussion. It's how it will tell you, say, they don't meet many of the demands, not just the resignation of the waiting in court. We're not even sit down with them yet. You see, this is why we doubt the integrity and honesty on some of these institutions. Let's not give information to AYB we're not correct. Just tell AYB, say, we try for reach APC. They don't give me indication, say them go sit down with we and listen. We're going to listen to them. We're going to give them that respect. Because even though we have so many misgivings about some of the the integrity and honesty of some of the people, you know, some of the people in this institution, not the institution as a whole. I have to be honest with you, you know, because there are many good people in this country. You know, some of the people, you know, the intentions. But anybody who wants to sit down with me, who will sit and listen to them.
Just for quick confirmation, sorry for interrupting you, Lansana. Una don't, as APC, una don't be approached by any institution or individuals them with peace attempts, efforts for, you know, address or discuss una concerns them una raise?
No individual, no meet. Institutions them, they don't like to we go for meet this week. We reply to them, tell them about the funerals we'll get. So by Friday to Monday, we're meeting with these institutions. But if any institution tell you say, then don't sit down with the APC, and they don't meet with demands, that is a big lie.
Okay.
They don't meet any demands, none whatsoever. And this is, you see, Lamgana and sister, this is the honesty. When you begin negotiation, make sure say you're not independent arbiter. You don't get any motive, and you know they begin to mislead anybody. You know they say something when not correct. As you begin to say something correct, then you don't get problem with integrity. You know. But the decision against Mohamed Bangura and what's name for the disciplinary and grievance handling committee, they handle them. Thank God I am not a part. I'm not a member of that committee. But the committee is constituted by the Constitution, specifically by certain people. And one of the things that we for look at, now like I didn't see also, there is some people them where they go around, they talk some kind of nonsense about say Mohamed Bangura and Alfred Thompson are doing legal activity, so therefore the party cannot take. You see, people don't understand.
Last and the reaction of una party don't get mixed feelings. You get people where support the decision and action of APC, and you get people on the other hand where they criticize and condemn the action of the APC, say it's selfish and it's not doing justice to the people and we vote for the party for representation, especially in parliament. What in it will take for make APC get a U-turn on that decision and come back say, okay, we go participate in governance from the point of a main opposition? What will it take for get to actively involved?
You really, you see, some Sunday as Sierra Leoneans, we get to be very serious of anything what they do. It's not only the APC for make a U-turn because AYB thinks so, because 98.1 thinks so, because Star TV thinks so, because SLPP want for carry on with their duty, or because some people want. No. Democracy is at the verge of being destroyed and killed forever. Aren't you really concerned about that? The people are concerned. And let me say this way, they say people left. The majority of the people who voted us in office, and I can tell you, and when I say this, it's almost 99%. Because I don't want to give you 100, because maybe you should take 1 or 2. 99% of the people who put you in office, now then give you the mandate, say we should not participate. So it's not like it's the APC we want for. We don't listen to the electorate there. So if 1 or 2 people, you know, decide, you know, because of their own selfish means, you know, say because of this way they go to parliament, what should they think about? The people that will vote. I'm telling you, people and the way them beat in the southeast. Some man they them broken foot. Some man they them broken hand. One gentleman above them tell him the leg from the chest to down, the belly 30 days. They then intensive care, they go under treatment. You they go to parliament, you know, they think about them people and the way them beat. Them people the way they incarcerate, some people and the way they arrest, stay now. Then they not sell. For nothing, why? Just because they belong to the APC. Then they arrest people and simply because when they take you phone and say you belong to APC groups then. You are not doing anything clandestine or criminal. But because they see several APC groups, WhatsApp groups where you belong to. Is that the kind of thing we should go on?
Lansana Dumbuya, the president in his statements na the state opening of parliament announced that a committee where the vice president Dr. Mohamed Jude Jallo will lead for review the ECSL and planning and all of that, and as well call on the APC party for dialogue. As a party, what's in our reaction to that? What's in our position?
This to you. we have serious misgivings, and we challenge invalidity of Corner for announcing him as president. He knows that. He knows our stand. But one thing I cannot take from him is by going to Parliament and say they form a committee for look and he wants dialogue. But is he the person who has always said something and make sure that he do harm? We wonder if the statements we make in Parliament, if it is not genuinely, then we want a kind of independent process. We go foresee, we go make sure say then deliver justice within negotiation. Not the people that we get hidden agenda. And I hope and I trust that it not been a talk in double tongue, and it may not be a talk with in tongue and in cheek. Because if it be honest, then the APC, we not they say, we just they go no more like that way they will not they think. But as we they think, we want to engage in a process where there is honesty, forthrightness, and also a process where care for democracy. It's very important.
So the APC will be part of this review process, and I will willingly participate in this review process where the president don't announce?
We they say we want a process where go be inclusive, a process where go involve a forum where we go trust. We don't want people them, we're not government people them. Let me say this to you. We not say we want even APC people them for deep on the process. Not, similarly so, we not want say SLDP people them for deep on the process, because if APC people and then at the process, maybe you go say, okay, then go talk because then at APC, then go and take APC position like a dogma, without looking at any other thing. They just want to take a hardliner process. Similarly, so if you are SLP people, we did it. Sometimes you go get instructions from the party. So we want a kind of process that is independent completely from any political affiliation. Okay. And then they invite the APC and the government for putting the case. And also ECSL will be part of the process. ECSL very key, because you give a result that has got all these things. So you have to produce the actual result. So that committee for assess and then they give a decision.
Lastly, personally, you're a lawyer, but the APC, they take a decision not for take any of this matter to court. Why una not they trust the justice system and take the issue to the court? Again, it's all part of the democratic process. The judiciary there for such issues.
It is a sad thing that I am a lawyer of 24 years standing, more than that now, a little bit over that. And I am the Secretary General of the party. It is sad for me to be part of a process where we take a decision not to go to court. And simply because, let me say this to you, the APC party not trust the judiciary. And we don't make the position clear. And let me say this to you. Not so we know how to talk about the people of this country and then tell we say they will not go to court because they're not very confident. And we set up as a party, the hierarchy not get confidence. But we are vindicated by the decision of the people to say, una no go court because the court can't do you any good because they're not ever doing any good anyway. You remember we write a correspondence, we do a press statement, and the court, the Chief Justice also, or the person we're responsible for the communication side, he respond. But the response was completely bogus. Address any of the points. Even the response even live say we SLPP didn't get case. Well, we SLPP never get case. Why you go put an response say we SLPP get case should be right? Okay. That's not true.
Okay.
The thing that all our lives address that. So how can we go to that kind of court?
Okay.
It shows that sorry.
Okay, Lawyer Dubois. Finally, I want to ask, how long will this last? When will the party go review their position, or this they go on until all demands they ask for be met by the relevant institutions?
Now, Lamwana, we go inform the television station, the radio station, and all the people of this country, and the one that will vote for we, and also people that we care about democracy, we sometimes not vote for, but they're really concerned about democracy. We go inform UNA. But let me ask you this question, Lamrana, before we finally end. You really think for make a citizen, and talk about a political party, big institution, we get huge following. The biggest in this country, I can tell you. They ask, say, you don't go call you result. Now you don't go call you result. Okay, we not agree with the result. DVD disaggregated result by polling station. You say no. Hey, but which kind of a result you give now? Why you get that result there? If you not get the confidence for give you results them. And people are making a big mistake. Let me say this now clearly to everyone. People think say ECSL and other people say APC not get results. We will begin to disseminate our results. Sooner in the next few days, we will put the results out, let people know to get them. We'll not be one no more for the one for see how people people are really not Sierra Leone and them. For let we work this process, let people know say this is the correct process. But since people are not angry, we the pull with result and we are reforms and we'll back it by that.
Thank you very much.
I'm making, and you will see it out soon. And if people will be very surprised the kind of result these people read out when Colonel Reid as compared to the actual result. And why the international community and other people in the reject. This is the first time in Sierra Leone, Lamgana. It has never happened before. We get skirmishes, we get problems here and there. But this is the first time for the entire world to say the result is not reflective of what the people voted, of what the compilation of the international observers and also the national observers get.
Thank you very much.
We said get.
All right, that's now lawyer Lansing Adumbuya, the Secretary General National for the APC party, when they talk to AYV, the Wake Up Salon program, we then can do every day. And Nabi Amadou Lamranaba and Fidance will be actually do the interview. Well, initially when I begin for talk, people them say me they support the two members of parliament. I'm not sure the person listen to me. I say when I listen to Honorable Sirajin this morning, it's one of the main things we make anybody to go inside politics now for themselves. Force for go and fight for themselves. It's very clear. And then say, in fact, last time something where I again this morning. Honorable Sirajin Rollins Kamara, now be one of the member of parliament when they been pulled. If I get it right, then 10 member of parliament then. Now listen to this. He said this morning, when they been pull them na parliament, them been tell the other member of parliament them say, let them not go na parliament until they reinstate them. But the other member of parliament them say, no, they no one for lost and sit them. So then they go na parliament and then go till the end of 5 years, they not reinstate any one of them. So him being part of that, he's ready at this particular time for support any member of parliament we want for go na parliament this time because no one let them lost and seats like how the other one them may say. So I ask him, I say this question, wait, for say this na Tonangi, he say yes. Because they not be able for defend and protect them. Then 10 and day, so themselves not feel say them for do the same thing. Anybody who want for go na parliament if for go. Now waiting I hear this morning. Now waiting I hear this morning. So me your responsibility not for support to that day or that day. Your responsibility is for tell you waiting at the situation and waiting I hear and waiting they go on. And I'm your responsibility. So this is not the situation where they go on. So like I've been telling you them days I say the center cannot hold. Things don't fall apart inside the APC like all other days them. The APC, you see this and the fight say una this and they say no una this and they say I take this to court. Every day some inside the APC. Every day problem day. Well, interestingly, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure we try to forget Mohammed Bangura himself on Saturday. Yes, for we Yeri waiting in position. I know most of them are not going like that, but we need for Yeri everybody. This now we add enough for everybody. Everybody in voice matter at this particular point. We need for Yeri everybody Yeri. Because sometimes they find for them listen to somebody. Some people can tell you true, some people can expose or disgrace themselves. So we create a platform for anybody, whether you expose yourself, you disgrace yourself, or say the truth, not only responsibility, we responsibility for make sure say we make let people and get waiting at the information where they go on right now. So far so good. Now the latest this way we don't get. Now the latest this way we don't get. Where with regards all of the turmoil, all of the problem, all of the all of the sonko where they go on inside the APC and the boycott and defiance. So now, I know they were more too much, that you turn, following Yeri, waiting you think. But before that, quickly, we don't get 85,169 people we don't subscribe, what we call family members. We still call on you whether in a Facebook, yeah, with 881 right now on Facebook. If you not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please come over to YouTube, type for Weird. Weird, you see we now the only Weird, now the one whole world, now the only Weird. We not get mate, we not get two names, we not get similarity. The one great Weird will get in this. Type for Weird and you will see we, and then you will subscribe to our channel, okay? Thank you very much. And if you self then Weird right now on YouTube, you know, subscribe it, please consider for do so. Thank you very much, we appreciate you now. So the line door open for you everyone for call and add your voice inside the program. Tell me what you think. From what you do hear from the Secretary General, from the APC, from what you do hear from the recent Member of Parliament with just Don Mohamed Bangra, for what you hear from Augustine Soyisembe Mara on the Theatre issue, from the chairperson for the Human Rights Commission, Liberia. All of this now for you inside the program, including the issue of the Kush. You get 1 minute 30 seconds for make your point. We'll go on the line and start the ball rolling. Welcome to the show. Hello.
Hello, good evening, Sangapia.
Sir, good evening, sir.
I the manager need damage. How everything? How young producer?
Young producer, they do okay. Thank you.
Okay. Sangapia, me give me the shida. Me know me I dey follow you 24 hours around the clock. As you come online, I get duty set. The notice. That man this morning, me I know for say, I know for the that man no get nothing for tell me. Money can go to that parliament today. Now money can go. Because you know what the past 5 years they pull in a parliament. You know not be able in government not be able be to mount it. They pull in a parliament. So that money never go recover. So I'm making not listen to him party. And then enough because like if you say that they never go to parliament, so they reinstate them back. Them don't take out already. Before that thing they have, them don't take out. All of them. Go to Kapula 10 parliamentarian there. Where you been there among? So if you at this now, nobody will take out it. So if you have for instance, God I get some information in Africa, who's on a constituency, people don't know agree with them. The part where they agree with them, we're going to parliament.
Okay.
So you see, and about that man na Liberia, me I tell you, and I'm tell you back this. That man in a salon. Who know about it again? Maybe they don't put on go. But you knock out in a salon. You know in a salon.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. 5 more seconds.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Go.
All right, we go on the line and take another call. Welcome to the show. You name and inside the call for me. Get 1 minute 30 seconds.
The call from Weird.
Welcome, sir. Go ahead. Get 1 minute 30 seconds. Yes, sir.
As we can still team up with you took yesterday. We get people them way they no one do nothing. Only and solely in their life na politics and a politics no more. They are bopa. You get us from there. Me, I get one believe. I make a joke and say na campaign with me na me get for day before. For leader campaign, anybody we not get no business or no, you know they work. It just you don't say na politics you want can paper. Law we know the law we dey be any people in there. And then people in there na any dey pan politics say do or die. If not to me, law simple well. See how you talk where you talk. To me, it don't make no sense. What's happen that end with what's happen now? Not the same. So when you watch, see how them now the same NRM blood. Now in any show so, now in any demonstrate so. Because when you listen what he talk this morning and all, you see completely now NIM waiting and call. Now NIM waiting how NIM in on try for capture APC like how the power capture SLBP where they not survive. When you watch that bitterness they still get how long parenting in the.
Okay. Thank you very much.
If certain things that una don't go convention, una don't come, una don't waiting and call. Let everybody let's go. Una work as one, but still, when you watch, then get a bitterness there inside.
My brother,
and
God bless
enough for be so. Enough for be so.
Okay, thank you. All right, so I will take more calls, but I say just now we na the only we had na the world. Well, somebody say we had from Jamaica. So if you can just send me the link for we had Jamaica, let I watch them. It was nice, yeah. But for now, I still believe saying we na the only one. But anyway, somebody can say I one game, but not anyone. Yeah, but good. Let we get them again. Other side. We go on the line again and take another call. Welcome to the show. Your name inside the call for me. Get 1 minute 30 seconds.
Yeah, hello, Sangbepe. And you call from the UK.
Okay, welcome, sir.
Oh man, I been listening you. You say you get for host this man Mohamed Bangura.
Yes, sir.
Who in our parliament, yes. So there, maybe we no go get chance for asking this question. I make I want let you ask on this question. Say, if they don't set up all kind committee for make sure say they make the electoral commissioner for be free and fair. Everything they set her up for letting kind thing not happen again. You understand? When they don't set her up, they then give one man back another electoral commissioner. You know, care he can't do the same thing like Kone do so. What he go do? I hope you understand me.
I try. I not get unclear.
Yeah, if then can set up a committee for this next election for say let them what happen so let it not happen again. Electoral further. So the new person he can't do the same thing like what he gonna do. So what he go do?
Okay, all right, no problem.
Yeah, I want to answer that question there. Nine no more.
Thank you. We go on the line again and take another call. Welcome to the show. Your name and inside the call from you. Get 1 minute 30 seconds.
I concerned citizen. I call from Sierra Leone.
Go ahead. Get 1 minute 30 seconds.
My brother, this is discouraging.
Okay.
The members of parliament they are willing to go under in the name of representation. Believe me, when some of we electorate, they will not get no way for attack them people there. But let them left for the deceive the electorate them. The decision where the hierarchy of the party then take that the decision that they wait for follow. But if they don't go under, they will just go under by themselves. You know, some of the pain the way the people the way they go cast their vote, where they feel. It pass mark. Discouraging. Some of us we sit down as we sit down get ourselves at least that discourage no more there is another member of parliament don't go under. How the people then go take una serious? This other international community they all don't know say this election here enough free and fair. So based on that they una for stick on una point. Say until land they una say your address. But if una go under they don't funny themselves. They don't make come up the company where they outside self they scared. This is not fair. Not fair at all.
All right. Thank you very much.
This line here, when I want to read 1,000 K, but right now, for all try get this line has have no problem. You know, say Saloya, the network will get now, Kobo network.
So, just like I said, don't get them, so today, I saw that people in the story forget them because the number, but still we want more.
Oh, the struggle.
No, low beer.
Okay, pa.
Thank you.
Okay, pa. Thank you.
All right, we got another call again. Welcome to the show. Your name inside the call for me. Get 1 minute 30 seconds.
Yeah, this is Abdul call from United States.
Go ahead, sir. Give 30 seconds.
I'm not surprised with happened. It's in Liberia. You know, because they say just useless like we. I just wish this man be in a Guinea. Let this truck of soldiers there and police there we go there. Let me see how then they disarm and reduce them to rubble. Me not doubt the Guinean officials.
But the truth now, even inside Liberia, they no go to gun deal.
Even if they no go to gun, then before reduce the one and now you before help we for understand what happened there. I swear to anything. Le carry and they bloody for the kind coup they happen so. Mess salon so jama go tidnap before they see they can't take somebody who they try for plot coup na Sierra Leone. Let me foresee the response.
Okay.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you. All right. Okay, we'll go on the line again and take another call. Welcome to the show. Your name and who's the call from Sister Admin.
Seven Pierre. Hi Facebook. Hi YouTube. Seven Pierre. That correct one I left today for me. For we all said that correct. It was boxing. Tumbu was commoting. I swear.
It was commoting.
It was commoting. Yeah, just be a number swallow that yesterday, but that is in it wasn't the best wife. But anyway, I just want to say no more. I just hope say in family goes to the government of Liberia, because we don't get them now on recording say they're not getting an agreement between Sierra Leone and Liberia to make them free anybody, to make them, go exchange any fugitive or anybody so far, whatever you want to call them. So Sierra Leoneans, if we're not listening, family, the Liberian government for sure say today. What happened to Yesi, how it managed to come up from Liberia to Sierra Leone government, and also for the APC, when I don't hear today, what thing happened at Colores. Now I foresee on the begin pick the bad citizen come on our party, because what I hear you so today from that guy, and even that other man commander until I say this man here is good, and that APC get good posting, if I don't get in position, blah blah blah. I was like, are you kidding me? So I just want to bring them here up no more. But yes, in case it's very, very serious. We need for no usa ide. What's it happen with her? Whereabouts? They need for show it. Like we are government need for show it, because they go hand over somebody. You don't know then and you say you promise to give them good security. Are you crazy? They say to the go in our country. They see the human rights violations the way they go in our country. Why do you think that then people will be honest to you for saying say this man they will take care of this man? So we want to see the man who say let Liberia produce them. Sierra Leoneans, you say people don't team up. When I study Liberia government, let them produce one Pekin.
All right.
This is wrong. Now that's what I get for say. Thank you.
All right. So go to another call quickly. Welcome to the show. Your name and inside the call from. You get 1 minute 30 seconds.
Oh, thank you again. Good to talk to you again, guys. Pierre and by Bure.
Hi, sir. We're glad to talk to you as well.
I know Blama from Blama Junction from Boajibu.
I know. Welcome, sir.
I know this is so sad what's happening in the country, but I mean, you go advise say it is what it is, but it has to swallow. You see. But some of the members of parliament, they are, I mean, APC, they mean just give people them thing who don't understand. They don't know the man they are better. See, and I make first time you see them secret society then. Before possibly go inside the B2 they go don't give you. I can make them understand you very well. And when they talk to you, say with secret, for pull out, you will keep a secret. I think the political party then for begin do that. Certain people before they give them certain responsibility, one high responsibility then. And for begin initiate them. Can and go and sign an initiation bush, election at 6 months. But they know them very well. So then give them responsibility, you go know the handler.
Thank you very much, my brother.
I mean, that for talk anyway, because the man ain't get for go. And not to the number get for go. More to come.
Yes, we know that. We get it. We all get it. Don't know the one that we get for go. We just want for let them go no more now. Anyway, thank you very much, my brother.
No problem.
We go on the line again and take another call. Welcome to the show. Your name and the call from. You get 1 minute 30 seconds.
Yeah, Jimbe Pierre. Good evening, pa. This is Augustine. I call from London.
Augustine, welcome. Go ahead, get platform.
Yes. Honestly, waiting to happen in our country, it had to as well, just like within the previous caller, they say. But it made mention of APC, how they go about for recruit people within the party. I mean, one thing they way former president do, na a big mistake than they. They take somebody from opposition. You understand? We can't declare a party. You put them at the center of your administration. And it's come out do them thing and the Musa Taroli them. From nowhere I can make them publicity secretary. Robbie Fale then can at the party, they can the strategic position then at the party. We agreed other party members them. When we don't they don't fight for the party. They happen to the SLPP. SLPP, you come on APC, you go there. you go be as member. But for put you in a strategic position like within the executive, they can never do that. And now them people they also all them people they always and Skumaka will be the pamper. Now then they fed the party. Look Sylvia Bliding. We be get credible woman there within the party. Designer Bangura then baby then the Sylvia Bliding boop, he just come, Now then they fed the party right now. This Mohamed Bangura, UDM, he can't inside and meet people them.
All right. 10 more seconds.
It's so sad. It's so sad. Thank you so much, Pa.
All right. Thank you. All right. We'll take 5 more calls. 5 more calls. Welcome to the show. Your name inside the call form. You get 1 minute 30 seconds.
Yes, my brother. How are you?
Praise God. Are you safe?
Wonderful. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Okay.
At the same time, for Expresso, they do a very good job.
Thank you.
Me waiting me they say with regards to all this. Out of the M50, I don't know if now 52 don't left now. In fact, they cut them into 3/4 that they all go to the parliament. One thing we Sierra Leoneans and for all together. And when I land for bank we hope and trust in. Now the position of the international community in relation to it in the happen at Salon. You see, the local dynamics is not too important. And waiting they happen international and are important.
Okay.
The international community don't draw a red line over Sierra Leone. So the one way they go join, by then it's in a longer 6 months period deadline. Now waiting until the form committee where they don't investigate everything will happen now. They begin blacklist some people them, put travel ban on them. Then at the same time again block the assets them and make sure see them factorize them as people that were not good for Salon. And then go call it. So they have 3/4 of them APC MPs and let them go join. There's a red line already over Sierra Leone because they want to set an example in Salon for make election malpractice. They not ever repeats in this region and the African continent. This 2022 will get 7 elections in Africa. And their elections, and if they not set this example now, Liberia now they do on campaign, election will happen very soon. So whatever they do now, APC, they want they all good. But we know say at the end of the day, 3 or 4 people go left within the APC, not go ever join. Their voice louder than the one the way they could join. So whether it's not serious or they're unserious, we go know. The international community, they already get in position now. Look the MCC, we never get to Sierra Leone. They don't unlock the office.
All right, thank you very much.
Where you say 430 million the car? Yeah, now where
thank you.
the
God
office
bless you, my
force.
brother.
Yeah, so all of this put together.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. That's very serious. Thank you.
All right, I'll take 4 more calls. Welcome to the show. Your name inside the call form. You get Amir 30 seconds. Amir.
Hello.
Welcome, sir. Sir.
How are you? How are you, boss? Yes, yeah, this information about this kind of Liberia, I trust me, the other guy in Liberia, he brother, anybody will commit crime, that man on the Liberia 2020. Then people go just move truck no more than go over and so then get there. Brother, with your own expertise, with the knowledge you get, if it's possible, it's not possible. Brother, the government know because that a long process, indictment, for indict somebody. Even that man in Naimi commit kusa if he miss na run away cross border for bring and come back. You know what I mean? You know the law will protect him. We say this now. Even at jail, we say this. So that man can ask for asylum. We know the people are there. So now talk. Me pass a share. Pass a allow people to go share na free tongue. Now go to say don't candy.
So how now this Augustine so he say maybe they say how they will make laws stay away. Then they investigate in secrecy. They're not able to explain to
the statement when you make no more, now lie then the chance to just cover because even the one who they hold within Freetown. You don't for just call them by name, we don't hold so officers, so rank. No, not for society. They get for go to they get for face the law. Not for cover anymore. When they arrest people, no, just disappear no more. Now China did dandy. Not to Iraq, would deal Saddam Hussein in time would live again. Me brother, thank you very much. We'll wait for you anyway.
All right. I'll take 3 more. Welcome to the show. Your name and inside the call form. You get 1 minute 30 seconds.
Yes, I'm good. This is Alaji. I call from Virginia. How you do, brother?
Praise God. How you safe?
Alhamdulillah. Thank you.
Okay. Go ahead. You get 1 minute 30 seconds.
Yeah. It just disappoints no more. We not the we selfish, and what we need to think about the country first. We need to think about people them where they down there, we need help. Now the same thing this way we they talk about that something like that Kono guy.
Mm-hmm.
In as much as what the APC be do no matter how revenge you get for them, even me try get revenge for APC. But for the present thing where we don't happy from where this man take over power, take to this day and today. Not on the anger we get for the people there. Lord try for slow restate the country in peacefulness. The democracy where the country is supposed to get. Before ever you get for whatever anger you get for post you ground. Look into other man ways they say now that they be pulled during that term parliamentarians the way they be pulled.
15 more seconds.
Whatever anger we get for them we get for incompetent because of they not be stand with them. Let's forget about that. We'll talk about what in their stake right now, just like what Mr. Dumbia be the talk. Where be the advise them to journalism day. This is not something very serious what we need for consider, what we need for fight for. Not for anything but for the country.
Thank you very much. Thank you. God bless you. Alright, 2 more calls. Welcome to the show. Your name inside the call form. You get 1 minute 30 seconds.
All right, thank you very much, Mbepia. Thank you very much. I call from US, Nina Alajisise.
Okay.
I don't try several times, 5 o'clock a day on the alert for this show, but past the day while lucky.
Sorry for that. Very sorry.
I not get for sorry now. My time don't come for speak to the Sierra Leoneans.
Okay, go ahead with the list. I add for you 30 seconds.
Okay. So do ya all the people that the electoral the way them vote for APC, then they be an APC, then command for say, then they support them for me they not go na parliament. And let now where the last caller talks in now one person I left. That one person they like they with APC there. Let we the civilians them where we elect APC. Now all get cool heart. Now the support we members them. Now not shake. All down in our priest no more. Then they talk say this they go tomorrow, down they go tomorrow. We don't know say na thief man then they go. Like everybody knows. So Lord they listen like the other caller say, Lord they listen to the international community. So the international community then don't know who than are we now. So they stand with we. So nothing not for shake we. We are the big all Sierra Leoneans them. We let una heart not point. Lord believe on the APC. We are the big una all. I let them where then they come out go, then they talk everything. We are the big una. When our Lord is stay firm with the few people who go left with APC. Now that's not my contribution. We are the big una all. They want for broke una heart, they want for broke una zeal, they want let una come out APC. That day in order for happen inside Sierra Leone. We are the big una all day together. Lord they support each other at this time. This time like now very now it don't happen. When you come in person don't die, if they go tell her us with sympathy, whatever you do, if they try for condone that person, they show this person who don't get snapped and the APC, where them are then they disappoint me. We are the big. At the big una all of the one word. The one that way them go under sand, then go under rain, then beat them, then do the all kind of thing.
All right.
Now the solidarity this will get. Now the message this will get.
Thank you. All right, I'll take this call. Welcome to the show. Your name inside the call form. You get 1 minute 30 seconds.
Yeah, I call from Ireland.
Okay, go ahead. You get the platform.
Yeah, you see Salone. To be honest, una kota and put and as Salone a coward country. And that's just the fact. A coward country.
Okay.
A country what would happen na Nigeria so 1 week anyway it's managed map. What you made them smart because they get interest over it. They don't care about Salone. Salone alone they own them food. And what you they want indeed so. Salone people they don't get understanding. Then damn too coward. Somebody not sabi enemy. They go pray la part for an enemy. That person anyway understand. Wait man not interested about what the salon man. Then get desperate with the way they pack 24 hours a day. Not a wait man, they go fetch for we. Salon. Oh look Gambia say wanna Gambia. Gambia man they go they use salon man. Oh go they make a first lady. When they go they ask you for permit. They beat you like boo boo. Salon man not get understand it. Salon man what he wants, what he can more now for kill young people them. Now only Munku na they kill in person, he go bread like for stranger. Only Munku na they kill in Peking, he killing people there. He go bread like for foreigner. Now Munku they behave so.
Okay.
Salon na Munku country man.
All right,
Don't talk the fact.
Thank you very much.
Everybody go can salon in picture, check that constitution, they check that country day. Not the only way they do it. They just say, hey, let God this. Now Munku states. That would left for itself. They don't able to do nothing. That country is a coward country. It's sad. The people them there for the suffer, so they suffer.
Thank you, my
because
brother.
the people they don't get understanding. This is the problem.
All right.
So
okay.
I don't know more. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll take a bonus call. We name this don't kind sense. So welcome to the show. You name and the call from.
Sangepi, they do.
By God in power, they do fine. How you safe?
Okay, quick question.
Okay.
I mean, not a politician, I don't care about politics. I worry about Shegbima Bobo. I don't think I'm not talk about Shegbima Bobo.
We be in the time for get time on the phone, but in network not been good. Yes, from the before we been get out we break, now we talk to him. But during the break we not talk to him. You're correct.
Okay. All right, thank you so much. I just did think about it normal with all this nonsense where they go on.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. God bless you. All right, so that now just a question. I give this 1 week kind inside as a bonus. Last if it is available, no, it don't go. Don't go. Okay, let's see if we get another call with the kind inside. And wait for one last call. Please, you waiting at Facebook where you watch right now. If you're not subscribed to our Facebook channel, please consider for do so and come over and subscribe to it. As we talk so right now, we get 85,178. Thank you very much. We appreciate you all for our concern and contribution. Okay, so we don't get a last bonus call we'll be waiting for. Welcome to the show. Your name and the call from. We get 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Okay, hello. Sangepi, how you do?
By God in party, do fine, man. I am on Taro.
How me small one they do it?
They do okay, mama. Thank you.
They do a good job. Okay.
Thank you.
I want to begin first from the issue of Ike.
Mm-hmm.
I not feel say it is alone.
Okay.
Because the government of Nigeria,
Liberia, mm-hmm.
supposed to know better. Except if they get another big full IG, like the one who we get before. Where maybe you know they read, you don't even know what the constitution is, just go sit on it. Like IG so fuller. If that guy person they meet, maybe you go compromise. But if not, they're supposed to know better. I remember when we host lawyer Macaulay.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly what this man narrates so now himself me talk about the extradition of a person from one country to another.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I believe stay in Nigeria. And number two, the issue of the APC. You know, I want to appeal to all the supporters, them, sympathizers, them, where they are abroad, where they do very marvelous job for bring democracy in a salon. Learn all this thing too much. Because the way how things they go, it's very heart-rending. But we get to understand who are the to the way they break out. And now we also moderate the way people and they talk on social media, especially the bloggers, them, you know, sometimes it can be annoying to the candidates them.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, let's have to understand the people that already sacrifice. They're not going to be ministers, they're not going to be nothing. They're just lovers. Look the one that we don't die. Look at them. Today, especially they go and claim about Mami Cost. I wish I for Cost, Emerson, how are they call this boy where they kill McKinney? Then what they where they kill McKinney, then what they kill na Pademba Road. That matron, the white, all that one. And I wish them just catch them, no more cost them a man and left it. Instead of when they talk about the issues, then they switch talk and they begin to talk about I did my own cost one. It keeps me.
All right. Thank you
so
very
for the
much.
Caledonians, love not this thing. Now just be at the right side and fight the right fight. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you, man. All right. So now the last call and will take for today. We appreciate you all time, and I want to apologize. Say if you're not able for get the time now, please. Okay, let's take this one. We come up from Wiyad. Welcome to the show. Because of the number we can inside, so I had to take this one as a last call. Welcome.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Bodia, if you, I know say, I reason that the host Mame Bangura. Bodia, Mame Bangura wake up because the last time we listen with the interview, he say the election are carrying all the other reform we then collect na Cambia and they're carrying a this is in a 9,000 SLPP get. He said, but when they go to the talent center, then go put one, so you go 19,000. By default, they say SLPP don't forget a member of parliament na Karina. So I want to ask for me that question: how Ingo feel when they vote for incumbent because unfortunate for the before na the list. The Indian kind of parliament. What about incumbent the way they win seat then take at the SLPP? I want to ask that question. I feel not the same electorate then vote for them people there also just because he get influence the day before then he decide now say incumbent the way they don't vote for they don't disenfranchise they don't go to parliament so then now they for stay in go. How you feel about that day?
Okay.
Yeah, please, because on time we go host time, so they will not get chance for call and forget the line. But please, we income when I ask that question. And secondly, back the question, let them for go talk saying that the electorate that they're good for. They're not good for the people for we the people who vote them. They're good for their pockets.
Okay. Thank
yeah,
you.
say one call and so you see. Please, that message deliver to us. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so lovely. Thank you very much. Like I say, a lot of people want to take part, but I want to apologize. I want for beg una sorry. So do are not all man going for take part. But now we stand in that, continue for the try. So man don't try 1 month and I get one. So man they get locked for court every day. But I don't know the magic. So man just be out for time the line. And but please, you will watch. We will still appeal to you for let you subscribe and like the program. Thank you very much and welcome to the latest family member. Right now we get 85,180. I appreciate you now all. Until then, we'll meet again. Monday program not they come for the rest of the week where they come. We know they come on. Me and the family they go. Or young police I say they take me out on a vacation, so we get a break for 1 week. So we apologize for that inconvenience where this could cause to anybody. Until then, we love you now again so much. God bless you, country Israeli. We call Riyadh. My name is Sembe Pierre, the freedom fighter. And thank you for your likes, on comment, on a share. Okay, 1,317 on YouTube will watch with only 509. You will not like it. Please like before we go. Thank you very much. We appreciate you all. Bye bye. Not forget for January and morning for the couriers. Well, we don't know where to get tomorrow. Interestingly, the producer can tell me to cook until the morning. So thank you to the producer of the couriers program when we are. Well, we're there about for start different other programs then. One from Parliament Direct and another one we plan seriously, but as start they confirm, we will come to our back and discuss with you. Okay. Until then, we love you join us again in the morning inside the program Couriers 9 a.m. salon time.
Oh yo, Raga Spice. Oh yo, Mama Salon, what's on an answer? See me through, yeah. They say them walk alright. They say them thief money. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. They say them go build the bridge. The part they fly boku. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. They say corruption go down. You not then corrupt. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. Them be say youth them go smile. Look where youth them they cry. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. May I tell them the story. Story. We make Salomon. They know they work now the country bend. Tribalism don't put we go behind. They know they work then they talk say they spend. Them go come we go run after them. For we country money. And it's how we them go one by one we go friend them. For we country money. And it's how we them go one by one we go friend them. Country banana the country it dry. Country tranga it at so smile. Then they put whip and cry. See I don't know we walk. They say them walk and lie. They say them thief money. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. They say them go build the bridge. The part they fly boku. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. They say corruption go down. You not then corrupt. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. Them be say youth them go